Hello, my name is Rebecca Cannon and I am a graduate speech pathology student, and today I am going to talk to you about how not wearing hearing aids may affect your household annual income. According to the Better Hearing Institute, as of 2007, approximately 31 million people have a hearing loss. Of the 31 million, only 37% are of retirement age, and 63% of adult individuals are in the workforce or in school. This is noteworthy since many people associate hearing loss with aging, and although age-related hearing loss does occur, the majority of people with hearing loss are not in fact geriatric. Another noteworthy statistic to look at is that out of 31 million people, only 27% are actually treating it, which begs the question of why, and what effect does not wearing or wearing hearing aids have on the 63% of working individuals. So, what are some factors that affect annual income as it relates to hearing loss? First, the severity of the hearing loss, which can range from mild to severe. Second, whether or not an individual chooses to treat their hearing loss with or without hearing aids may affect their income annually. Now let's look at the difference between those who wear hearing aids and those who do not. This graph shows annual income on the y-axis and severity of hearing loss on the x-axis. The red line represents those who wear hearing aids and the black line represents unaided individuals. Although it's still true that the more severe the hearing loss, the less annual income was reported, this graph shows that loss of income was cut in half by wearing hearing aids. The difference in annual income between decile 1 and decile 10 for unaided individuals was $20,300. The difference between decile 1 and decile 10 for aided individuals was $10,200. This is a significant difference and again shows that working individuals who wear hearing aids are making more than unaided individuals who have the same severity of hearing loss. This chart here is showing the annual household income on the vertical line or y-axis compared to the severity of hearing loss on the horizontal line or x-axis. You can see there that there is an inverse relationship between the severity of hearing loss and annual income, meaning the more severe the hearing loss, which is represented by decile 10, the less annual income. The milder the hearing loss, which is represented by decile 1, the greater the annual income. The difference in income between mild and severe was about $12,000 annually. In other words, individuals with the most severe hearing loss made about $12,000 less a year than those with mild hearing loss. So what does this mean? Speak to an audiologist. These are specialized professionals who can assess your hearing and make suggestions for hearing aids. The numbers show that hearing loss affects mostly individuals who are in the workforce, yet many people do not wear hearing aids for a number of reasons. Hearing affects overall quality of life, which includes home life and work life. If your job requires conversing with other people at all, and you are not hearing accurately, you may have a more difficult time executing your professional responsibilities. Additionally, if you're thinking to yourself, my hearing isn't that bad, I'll do something when it gets worse, look back at these graphs. If you take measures by speaking with an audiologist now, you may prevent your hearing from becoming more severe, which may protect your overall quality of life and your annual income. So, if you are contemplating hearing aids, ask yourself, what is my hearing loss really costing me? This video's information was provided by the following sources. Hope you enjoyed!